minced meat. I put in some of the spices. You'll find them in the link below. That is the normal garlic, onion, carrot, black pepper. For the rest, you check the link below. So I'm just going to wash my hands and come and add these ingredients that you see. So my hands are clean. This is our meat. I'll just add an egg, 2 eggs because it's a kilo. It's just a kilo of meat. So now I'm going to use my hands to mix these eggs. Just use one. Distribute the egg well. Just want it to have some flavors. Some don't put in eggs, they just use them at the end. So these ones that you see in the bowl, I'm going to use them later. I'm starting to mix my minced meat. As you can see, I'm adding breadcrumbs. I prefer using lots of breadcrumbs to wheat flour. Most people use only wheat flour, but me, I like using my breadcrumbs for flavor. So just make sure you mix your meat with flour and the breadcrumb and you get a firm dough. Continue kneading and adding until you have a firm dough, because if it's not firm, you won't be able to roll out your chaps. As you will see ahead in the video, I will be using maize flour to roll out my chaps. Why do I use maize flour? It's to make my chaps firm, because you need the chaps firm, because the difficult part is when you're getting it from your worktop and putting it into the egg and then deep frying it. So I use maize flour to make my chaps firm, but other people just use flour to roll. Then also I use a rolling pin to just hit on my chaps gently, or you can use your hands to press onto your chaps and make them firm, so that when you lift them off the surface to put them into the egg and then the fryer, it does not break. So let's continue with our video. You'll see what I'm talking about ahead. Your chaps has to be firm, especially now when you're putting it in the egg. I am being very careful. Because most people at this stage, it breaks. That's why I use maize flour when I'm rolling. So it depends on the size that you want, because remember they shrink as you fry. But I don't like big since they are homemade, so I don't want those big ones. I want the small size, but you can go ahead and make big ones. So you see this, not broken. I'm going to put it aside. We're going to repeat the same process. Then I'll show you the second layer of coating with egg. So as you see, I'm coating my chaps with the second layer of eggs. For it to come out well, you need to coat it again in eggs. Most people stop at the first coating. I told you have to be patient with this process when you're making chaps. Of course, as you can see in the beginning, our oil was clean, but as you go ahead, because of the eggs, you mix and keep putting in, so it has to change color. But you have to coat them twice to get nice chaps that look nice. But if you do one coating, it won't come out well. But you can go ahead and just coat once. But like I said, this process of chaps and kebab, they really need time and they take lots of eggs. That's why some people stop at the first coating. But if you really want something nice, you need to coat them twice, just like you see how I'm doing in the video. Now that one is ready and it looks nice. Doesn't it look nice with the second coating compared to the first one? So that's how we make our chaps. Let's continue with the video. Well, that's it with our chaps tutorial. As you see in front of me, I have all the ready chaps packed in takeout foils. They're going to my friend's house. I'm just going to cut these two just to show you the inside of the chaps. Then I'll set them on a plate as we continue with our video. Bye-bye and see you next Wednesday. Remember to subscribe and like and hit that notification bell not to miss an